What's up everybody, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. So today it's Demon Slayer, so we're going to go with Gyomei, the strongest pillar, the stone pillar. So he's the sort of Buddhist praying, crying pillar. So let's get right in. We're going to start with the right eye. So we're portrait orientation and we're just up in the top half of our page and we're going to start with the right eyelid. So we're just about along this line here. We're above halfway. So we're standing about here and we're going to curve it up. Going this way. And his eyes go to a sort of a point at the end, just here. Like so. So at an angle, slanty, going this way. And then this is going to come down the other side. So we're going to go down this way. So then these come in underneath. So it's going to go in this way. And they're going to kind of join up with the tear duct just in here. And then of course we can thicken up these eyelids so that we can make them just a bit darker on top. Maybe a bit thicker just here on this corner. Like so. So the good thing about this guy is that he is blind. So he doesn't have an iris or pupil in the anime, so makes it easier for us. Right, so now, the eyes are kind of, they're not eye distance, they're a bit closer because in Demon Slayer the characters aren't really, the eyes aren't in proportion. So we're a bit closer than eye distance. So we're going to start the next eye just here. So they're pretty close together. And then we're going to bring this up to a point again, like this one, and bring it down. Down and around, like so. And this is going to come back around and into the tear duct again, just down here. And we're going to thicken up the top eyelid and maybe a bit of the back eyelid just here. Remember guys, if I go too fast, hit your pause button, and I would suggest a pencil for any of these tutorials first. Okay, so he's got some detail lines just around his eyes. So we've got, say, a line just coming up underneath here. Maybe one down here in the corner. And then he's always crying, so just going to add tear coming down here. So it's kind of like a broken sort of line. Gets sort of thinner as we go down, and then it might end in a drop. So just a curve here, like so. And then he has eyebrows, naturally enough. So they're quite big, sort of curvy ones. So he's crying, so they curve down. So he's got this sad sort of look on his face. So we're going to go curve it around this way, like so. And then this comes off to a point here. So it comes up and then that way. And then our top section for that eyebrow comes down into here, comes across and up, and then down to a point just here. And his eyebrows are dark black, like so. We can do the other eyebrow now, so we just bring it down, like so. Bring it across the other side, and up to there, up to a point there on that side. They don't have to be exactly the same on both sides. You're just getting it sort of semi-like one another, like so, and then dark black. And then we'll add some detail lines just around his eyes here. So we have, say, top eyelid line coming out here. We have a top eyelid line just down here. And then some on this side as well. And then some coming down here underneath. And we're going to give him a tear, that's right, coming down this side of his face as well. So for anyone who doesn't read the manga, you won't know this guy's power really that much, but he's pretty good. So we just end it with a drop down there, like so. Okay, so his nose, so we'll go coming out from his eyebrow, we do a diagonal line that way. Then we're going to bring it down towards the center of his face. Pretty much same thing over here, down like so. We're going to add some hatching lines just in here, like so. And then his nostril and the tip of his nose. So it's drawn sort of realistically. In like Naruto and stuff, you just see dots and dashes here, but this one we have full bottom of a nose. So we're going to curve this around like so. Curve it around the other side. And then we're going to bring it down to the middle of his nose. So it's going to come down like so on both sides. And then we join them up. So we just bring it across there. Like that. So a bit more of a realistic nose for an anime. And then his lips. So he's got sort of downturned mouth. You know, he's a sad guy. So we're going to go up like so. You're doing like the handle of a bow and arrow. That sort of shape. Or like a stretched out letter M. So that's one side. And then we do that like a mirror on the other side. So back that way. Like so. Try and get that more in the middle. And I'm just thickening up maybe this line for his lip, just here. Give it maybe a bit more line weight, just to give it a bit more of a shadow. Then we have, speaking of shadow, just a line for his chin, just here, underneath, like so. So it kind of just shows where his bottom lip might be, just in here. Right, so his chin, just down here. He's a real square chin, so straight line across. Then this is going to come up both sides, like so. And then it comes up to his jaw. So we're going to go up to here, and then up to here. And when we get to about here, just across from his top lip, we're going to change direction and go up the side of his face. So we're going to go all the way up to there. So we're going to go, so we go past his eyebrow, all the way up to there. Same thing over here. We get to about here. Change our direction line. Going up past his eye and his eyebrow, real close to them, like so. So quite angular face. So then we can do his ears. So just beside his eye here, the top of his eye, his ear comes out and down, comes around, bottom of his face, lines up with his nose now, the bottom does, just here, because we're looking at the character straight on. So the ears are pretty standard. Top of the ear lines up just with, say, the top eyelid or the eyebrow, and then the bottom of the ear lines up with the nose. Okay, And then we bones and ligaments inside there. So we're just adding lines like so. The easiest way is just like a letter J. It's always the easiest way to do the inside of an ear. You could leave it like that if you wanted, or you can add more detail. So like this. And maybe another line here. That's like the symbol for pi. 3.14159. Just here, and then doing some maths now. Like so. Don't worry too much about the inside of ears. People don't look at them that much in drawings. This comes up, then the other side, comes back around, down. But I guess once you start drawing, you start to notice these things. Like, how did he draw the ear? That's what I want to know. And then, same thing, bones and ligaments. So you just do your J, and then pi, and then a third line, then maybe a sticky up bit there, and then bottom part like so. Okay, so he's got sideburns just here. So side of his hair, side of his hair. Then we're going to do his fringe coming across the center of his head. So he's got like, right in the middle, he's got a scar going across his forehead, but just, we'll do his hair first and then we'll do the scar. So, like say right in the middle up from his nose here. We're going to add just like a V, like that. So that's the center of his fringe, or of his hairline, whichever way you'd like to think about it. But, so this comes across then to the side of his face. So you're just going to do like zigzag lines like this that go all the way across to like here, to a spike that comes across here. So it goes like zigzags like that, all the way across. On the other side as well. So he has a hair spike sticking out like so. And then all the way across, like so. Don't have to be exactly the same on both sides. Then, so huge scar across his head. So, say here, it's like a strip that goes all the way across his forehead. So we're just gonna go across, like so, spiking it, a spiking line just going across. And we used to do 2 of these for the bottom of the scar as well. So, don't have to be too precious about it. I've seen it drawn different ways in the manga, different ways in the anime. So, you're just getting that general spiking section. Like so. Then we'll do the rest of his hair. So it just goes spiking all around to the center of his head, which is like here. So that'd be top of his head. So there, so his hair sticks up real far. So it's a bit higher up than where his top of his skull would be. So say we have a spike here and a spike beside it, just here. Then we're going to do the hair all the way down to this one down here. So spike. Curve it that way, curve it back, curve it up. Always curving lines, no straight lines. So, like so. So you're kind of using the natural flick of your wrist to get these kind of lines. You're just, you imagine the manga artist would have done this very quickly, you know, like this. Which is tough, but I guess they're doing it like, they know the character so well. They designed it, they draw it like all day. Okay, so then we'll go the other side. Spiking up and across. And they get kind of smaller as we go down. like so, and back into there. Now we can go down and do his neck and all his beads, and he's praying. He's got 2 hands in front of his chest. So, what's the easiest thing to do first? I'd say his hands. So, to do his hands, right? So he's in prayer, just underneath here. So you do top of his fingers first. So let's see. So we'll do, say like a bump here, and then a bump on the other side. Just here. It's like a letter M, just here, right? And then the center line for his hands, where they join together, is just here. So it goes straight down. And let's see. So they go down and they stop about here at a bead. So there's like a circle for a bead here. Okay. Like so. And the beads go around his hand. So we can see, so he's doing this way, but we can see the back, so this side. Man, that's hard. So we can see about 3 fingers from his middle finger to his little finger. And then, so we'll do the middle, this is the middle finger, so we're going to bring this down this way. And this bumps up for a knuckle. Bumps down again. Bumps up for another knuckle. And then we go down to the main knuckle here. And this goes straight down then again. And we have a line of beads that come along here. Okay, so we'll just add in those circles. So we do a circle there. Next circle is touching it, so we can't see this side of it, so we gotta go that way. Next one. That way. Next one. Like so. Okay, we do the same thing over here. So this finger comes down, goes out to a knuckle, bumping down, out to another knuckle, comes down like so. And then comes out to the big knuckle and then down, straight down, like so. And then there's beads. So say like this one. So we have a bead like right here. Another one. Another one. Another one. Like so. And then, okay, so his other fingers, right, so what's easiest? So the next finger, so we have this shape again, so we go bumping here, and then bumping here, like so, and then his little fingers are down a bit further, like so, okay? So they're the tips of his finger. So we're going to follow this outside line again, but just with a smaller sort of line. Like so. Going diagonal and adding 2 knuckles, so 2 bumps there. This one comes down like so. Add a little knuckle. Come down again, add another knuckle, and come down to there. Same thing over here. So we come down, add a knuckle, curve, knuckle, down into there. Go for a knuckle. Go down again and out to there. Then we add fingernails, so just a curved line on the sides. Like so. And then there's some beads that go around the back of his hand. So just here, maybe here, here, and here. Now, so like say where this knuckle is, say down here, so we can thicken up maybe this line a little bit, because in this anime and manga, the style of drawing has these sort of thick lines. In places. Maybe on this side too. So you're just adding an extra line on top of this, basically, if you want. You don't have to do this bit, but I do like the way it's drawn. So I'm gonna do it. And then he has like knuckles, so bones and stuff, so like here. And then another one, say here. One on that side of it. One on that side of it. And then over here too. So like, these are the knuckles of the fingers on his hand, just there. And another one, say here. Line on that side, like so. And then just so to make it look like the fingers have space in between them, we're just gonna add an extra shadow inside here. And an extra shadow inside here. And here. And then here. Just adding these bumps. See, it sort of makes it look like the fingers have a gap in between them. Just makes it look a bit more realistic. Like so. So then the rest of his hand comes down the center here, so it comes down here. And then the palm of his hand curves off this way, and the palm of his hand curves off that way, off the bottom of my page. And then the outside of his hand is here. It touches beads, so we don't go all the way. It's just there. So we're making his hand longer. And then we do those beads here again. So curve line. Circular sort of curve line. We don't join them because the next bead covers it. Like that. Bead, bead, bead. And there might be a bit of a gap or shadow in here as well on his hand, and you can thicken up this line. And he's real veiny on his arms, so we got to just do some lines for veins just coming up into his hand here. And one here, one here, one here, one here. Right, a few more beads. Just two, there and there. And that's his hand. Okay, excellent. So, right, so we'll go back up to his neck. So we'll do his collar. So we're just gonna bring it around like so first. And his neck is just here. Like so. Neck on the other side. Coming down. We don't go all the way because he's got big beads on his neck. Curve this one around. To there. And then this comes down straight like that. This comes down straight there. And then we go across to his hands. And this one comes down a bit and comes down all the way. Comes down towards the beads, this one. And there's a line like that here as well. So that comes down there, and then with a diagonal line coming into his hand, just in here. And then we have beads in here. So we're going to do, first, we'll do one that's like coming around the tops of his fingers, just here. Okay. Like so. Next one is beside that one. So wrap it around. If you had like a coin or something to help you, it might be a bit easier. And then next one comes out from that one. Oop. Is it there? They're real big now. They're bigger than these ones. And then the next one goes in behind his collar and wraps around his neck. So like going around, you can only see a little bit of that one. So, and then they're going to go the same way the other side. So circle, like so. I know it's tough to draw circles, but take your time. Here. And then going out around his neck, like so. So we can see some neck muscles in here. Neck muscle there. A few dashes. Like that. And then we can see his collarbone just along here. Collarbone. Just on the beads. A few dashes. Like so. And then, so his shoulders. So let's see. So we'll bring the side of his collar down like that. And then his shoulder goes off the page like this. He's real wide, broad shoulders, so if you had more room, you could keep going if you wanted. Same on this side. Comes across. So like this. Off the page that way. And then he's got sort of a kimono on, and it goes diagonal, wavy down off that way, and same thing over here, down that way. And then another, it's a double line, so it goes off that way. And then this one as well goes off that way. And we can see some more of his uniform in here. So this one curves to here. Then we do a line like this, curving off to the side there. It's a double line, so it comes up and under. And then we can see the white fold just here. It curves back this way. So it's like the opening of his uniform. And then that's over here as well. It's like a triangle. Like that. And let's see, he's got a pocket just in here. So it's just a rectangle. Just there with a line across it. And then there's some like folds for his clothing just here. One there, one there. We can see some of the rest of his hand or his arm coming off this way. Coming across that way. And over here too. And maybe some of those veins, you know, coming down like that. And yeah, but that's it. There's this Chinese writing on his costume, and like the balls have more red balls, but you do that colouring it in anyway. So that's the main idea, how to draw Gyomei, stone pillar, strongest pillar. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video.